Sony may be just days away from revealing one of its most interesting lenses of the year. According to multiple recent industry reports, the company is expected to announce a brand new full-frame telephoto zoom on August 4th. But this isn't another expensive G Master lens aimed only at professionals. Instead, Sony appears to be preparing something that could bring long-range photography to a much wider audience. The lens currently rumored is the Sony FE 100 to 400 mm f5.6 to 8.0 FE. If these reports prove accurate, it could become Sony's most affordable native 100 to 400 mm full-frame telephoto lens yet. That makes this announcement especially exciting for wildlife photographers, birdwatchers, aviation enthusiasts, outdoor sports shooters, and travel creators who want serious reach without spending thousands on premium glass. Today, we're breaking down everything currently known about this upcoming lens, from the latest leaks and expected features to its market positioning, who it's designed for, and why it could become one of Sony's biggest value releases in the telephoto category. The Sony FE 100 to 400 mm f5.6 to 8.0 FE is expected to be a brand new full-frame E-mount telephoto zoom. Unlike Sony's flagship G Master telephoto lenses, this model appears to be designed with affordability, portability, and accessibility in mind. The rumored focal range of 100 to 400 mm gives photographers incredible flexibility. At 100 mm, it's suitable for larger wildlife, portraits with compressed backgrounds, and travel photography. At 400 mm, it offers enough reach for birds, distant wildlife, aircraft, and outdoor sports without requiring a massive professional super telephoto lens. One of the biggest talking points is its variable aperture. The lens is expected to open at f5.6 on the wide end and narrow to f8 at 400 mm. While this won't match the light-gathering ability of expensive professional telephoto lenses, it allows Sony to build a much lighter and more affordable product. If Sony launches this lens as expected, it could fill a major gap in the company's current lineup by offering photographers a practical alternative between entry-level telephoto zooms and high-end G Master models. Sony's lens lineup has become one of the strongest in the mirrorless industry, but many photographers still face one common challenge: price. Professional telephoto lenses often cost several £1,000s or dollars, making them difficult to justify for hobbyists or enthusiasts. A more affordable 100 to 400 mm lens would give photographers genuine wildlife and sports capability without requiring a premium investment. This strategy has already proven successful in the market. Compact telephoto zooms with slower maximum apertures have become increasingly popular because many photographers are willing to trade a brighter aperture for lower cost, reduced weight, and easier portability. The rumored FE 100 to 400 mm f5.6 to 8.0 appears to follow exactly that philosophy. Although Sony has not officially revealed the lens, current reports suggest it will feature a compact black exterior designed for a comfortable handheld use. The lens is expected to include optical steady shot, OSS, allowing photographers to reduce camera shake when shooting at longer focal lengths. This becomes especially important near the 400 mm end, where even small movements are greatly magnified. Recent reports also suggest Sony may introduce a simplified control layout by integrating the focus limiter with the AF/MF switch. If true, this would help keep the lens compact while still providing useful shooting controls. Because no official dimensions or weight have leaked, it's best to view the compact design as an expectation rather than a confirmed specification. While Sony has not released the optical formula, expectations are naturally high because of the company's recent success with modern E-mount lenses. The lens is expected to deliver strong sharpness throughout most of its zoom range, particularly in bright outdoor conditions where wildlife and sports photographers spend most of their time shooting. Color reproduction is expected to remain neutral with good contrast, while modern optical coatings should help minimize flare and ghosting during backlit scenes. Since the lens targets affordability, photographers should expect some compromises compared to Sony's premium G Master telephoto lenses. Even so, if Sony balances image quality with price successfully, this lens could become one of the best value telephoto zooms in the E-mount ecosystem. Fast autofocus is essential for wildlife and sports photography, making this one of the most anticipated aspects of the lens. Although Sony has not confirmed the autofocus system, the lens will need responsive continuous autofocus to compete in today's market. Combined with Sony's advanced subject recognition autofocus found in recent alpha cameras, photographers should be able to track birds, wildlife, vehicles, and athletes effectively. The built-in optical steady shot system is also expected to play a major role. At 400 millimeters, stabilization becomes critical for handheld shooting, helping photographers capture sharper images without immediately reaching for a tripod. At first glance, some photographers may be disappointed by the f5.628 maximum aperture. However, this design choice offers several important advantages. A smaller maximum aperture allows Sony to reduce the overall size, weight, and manufacturing cost of the lens. That means photographers can carry it for long hikes, wildlife trips, or travel without the bulk normally associated with professional telephoto lenses. The trade-off is lower light-gathering ability, particularly at 400 millimeters. This means users may need higher ISO settings or slower shutter speeds when shooting in poor light. For daylight wildlife, aviation, safari, and outdoor sports, however, this compromise may be well worth the lower price and improved portability. The rumored FE, 100 to 400 millimeters, f5.6 to 8.0 FE, appears to target a broad audience. It should appeal to bird photographers who need extra reach, wildlife photographers looking for a lighter setup, aviation enthusiasts tracking aircraft, sports photographers working outdoors, travel creators who want one versatile telephoto zoom, and APS-C users who can benefit from an even tighter field of view. Mounted on cameras such as the Sony Alpha 6700, the lens would provide an angle of view roughly equivalent to a 150 to 600 millimeter lens on full frame, making it particularly attractive for distant subjects. According to current reports, Sony is expected to announce the FE 100 to 400 millimeters, f5.6 to 8.0 FE on August 4th. Rumors also suggest a European launch price of approximately €899, positioning it well below Sony's premium telephoto options. If that pricing proves accurate, it could become one of the most affordable native full-frame 100 to 400 millimeter lenses in Sony's lineup. Until Sony makes the announcement, both the launch date and pricing should be treated as leaked information rather than confirmed facts. If the current rumors are accurate, the Sony FE 100 to 400 millimeters of 5.6 to 8.0 FE could become one of Sony's most important telephoto releases in years, not because it's the fastest or the most expensive, but because it has the potential to make long-range photography accessible to far more creators. Instead of competing directly with premium G-Master lenses, this model appears to focus on portability, affordability, and practical performance. For wildlife enthusiasts, travel photographers, and outdoor content creators, that combination could make it one of the smartest additions to Sony's E-mount system. Now, all eyes are on August 4th to see whether Sony turns these rumors into reality.